There's a lot of hype. It's a lot of hype and excitement behind this.
Good morning, chatty chatters. Welcome back, and good to see you all here for more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Henry's back, I'm back. Let's rock. Good to see you all here again and again and again for more awesome streams on the channel. By the way, the Steam spring sale starts today too, so make sure you keep an eye on your Steam store page. Oh, also, isn't today the day the update's supposed to be out for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? Let me check. The big update should be out today. The big update. Let me check here real quick. Let's take a little peek. There's supposed to be like a barber update and a few other things like that too. Oh, there it is. Yeah, right there. The wait is almost over. Patch 1.2 drops on Thursday, March 13th. Oh. This is also going to bring a bunch of other fixes and things to the game too, to which, of course, there are bugs, but I haven't found any that are like, unplayable or just horrible. Mark your calendars and stay tuned for the full patch notes on launch day. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Update includes modding support, giving the players the power to create and customize their experience like never before. Okay, so mods are going to be a thing starting today. We're also adding barber mode. You can finally get a fresh new look in Gelhof and Kutenberg. On top of that, expect a wave of fixes and improvements, refining everything from combat mechanics to NPC behavior. Ooh, okay. Combat mechanics and NPC behavior is going to change today. All right. Well, we'll have to see when that drops. It's supposed to be today, so it could be soon, I guess. Well, it looks like about 6,300 people are excited about that. And that was announced on March 7th. Well, at least updated further. So, okay, everybody, it is I'm gonna count on you to let me know if it updates on Steam. So for those of you who have it or might be playing too, let me know when it updates, because I don't think I'll be notified in game, and then we'll do a restart, and that'll be cool. And then we will check out and see what's different between the we can swing by the barber today and get a little haircut. That'll be cool. All right, hold on. So let me mark that on the titles for our streams, because people need to know there's a big update. All right. So we'll have to see what's different with the so combat and then NPC behavior is going to change. I don't know if we'll notice a difference, really. I don't know. Let's see. Cool. Okay, we're gonna just mention that there's an update today, but I don't know when, so we'll have to wait. They didn't say on their Steam store page thing, so we'll have to just wait patiently, I guess. They're probably working on it right now. I'm assuming what happens too is that the update's done and they've pushed it to Steam and Epic and PlayStation and everywhere else you can play this game, and now it's just on those services too. And that's the annoying thing sometimes about playing. When a game is available everywhere, not everything is always available everywhere at the same time. So like the game sometimes comes out at different times. If it comes out 1 second later somewhere else, everybody's like, what, where is it? That's how it always goes, man. But Microsoft, they make their updates on Game Pass different times than Steam. And then sometimes another annoying thing too is that we've had it happen before where I'll be playing a game on Steam, my friends will be joining on Game Pass, but we can't play with each other because of like server issues with multiplayer servers are on completely different servers. So it's cross-play, but not really, but it is, but no. And also like, a game will update on Steam and be like, guys, we're playing the big new update. And then friends will try to join on Game Pass, and then they can't because the update's not out on Game Pass. So then we all have to, and then another thing is too, sometimes other services don't let you go back, to like different versions. Oh, that's pretty. Damn. Nice window. Look at this tiling in here, girl. Damn. You got a nice house.
So what about that story of ours? Tell me your impressions.
All right. Bum, bum, bum.
That's nice. A bit didactic, but not to the point of boring moral bludgeoning. And that's the way it should be. Sermons for ordinary people work in a similar way. They entertain and encourage, with a few lessons added in between.
You see, when I lead mass one of these days, I'll certainly think of you. And what about the sketch? For such a slapdash job, it's not bad, right?
Oh, it's pretty, really. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
That was a good drawing she did.
I know I'm no master illuminator, but otherwise, I think we can be quite satisfied. And thank you for the help. I really enjoyed it.
Well, so did I.
Bum, 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 bum. Ooh, oh.
And for that matter, you're an interesting girl. And I'd like to get to know you a little better.
No beating around the bush. How about that? Please do stop by sometime. I wager it will be enlightening for both of us. Perhaps I can show you my collection of hunting trophies.
Uh-huh. I'm here now.
You said you could teach me something. What did you have in mind?
If you ask nicely, I'll share some of my hard-earned wisdom with you.
Very well then, Lady Know-It-All. Let's say then I come on bended knee. What scholarship can you pass on to me?
That depends on what you're interested in. There's a whole world hidden inside of books I could talk to you about for days on end. Or if you prefer actions instead of words, I can show you a few shooting tricks. But I warn you in advance that it will not come free.
What?
After all,
Bro, I
there's
just helped
nothing
you write
more
a book.
valuable than scholarship. So, what would you like?
Shooting.
I'd like you to show me some archery tricks. You shoot like a... well, a wild woman.
I prefer the term Amazon.
Will you teach me?
Listen closely so I don't have to repeat myself.
Okay. $500 for a little marksmanship upgrade. That's fine. I'll come back and get the other stuff from her. Also, how did I get 8,000? I thought we were at 4. Oh yeah, all the stealing I do.
Good to see you.
Okay.
Not a chance.
Man, what was the other thing you could tell me?
Outlive us all. No.
Could you teach me something?
Why not? But I warn you in advance that it will not come free. After all, so...
Oh yeah, I'll take scholarship for sure. I'm loving reading them books.
I'd like to expand my horizons a bit. What's the last thing you read, for instance? Anything interesting?
You'd better believe it. I only read interesting things, and I can talk about them for hours.
1 hour. She lied. All right, thank you, Rosa.
Always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad. So far.
Well, good to hear. Okay, let's push more main story stuff. Find out how to get to the city council from Mint Master Vavik. Let's go. Yeah, today we should be able to get the barber and stuff. The update's not out yet, but today is update day. And I just read some of the like the patch notes and stuff, and they're like, you know, they say it's coming. If you steal 10,000 groschen, you get a permanent buff. Really? Are we talking about cash? Must be cash alone. Look at how freaking beautiful this is. This reminds me of being in Prague. There's like a nice little wall about chest high, and you can see most of the city a little bit. All right, let's get out of here. Okay.
To see ya.
Yeah, she taught us like archery, like marksmanship a little bit, and scholarship. So that was good. Always good to get those numbers up on those. There are so many people in this game that can teach you so many things in so many places. It's nice though because they're redundant. So that way there's not just one guy.
The people there call themselves the Plemius. They have neither head nor neck.
Because if there was just one guy, you'd have to like go to one town, but the redundancy is good. All right, we're gonna go inside. I don't think he's gonna let us in.
I'm going to see the Mint Master. May I enter?
Any fool could say that. What do you want from him?
Don't delay me. I'm in a hurry.
Suit yourself. But I'm warning you, if you give that kind of lip to Sir Ulrich, you'll be coming out through the door head first.
Well, I didn't have an appointment, but I didn't want to lie. Ooh, that's for making wine. What's up, pimp?
Glad to see you again.
You have the gall to show me your face again? I'll call the guards.
Hold your horses. I'll come in peace. Actually, I have a little offer for you.
You've come to blackmail me again?
Call it what you like. I need to get into the City Council Assembly. And I reckon you can help me.
The assembly? The one King Sigismund is supposed to attend in person?
Mm-hmm.
Sigismund's just a usurper. Wenceslas is the only true Bohemian king.
Singing Ruthard's song, eh? I might have known. Speak then. What do you want? And tell the truth.
I want to know what Sigismund tells the council. I hear it'll be important.
You want to spy? Do you know what you're risking? And what I'd be risking? Forget it.
Have you forgotten I have you over a barrel? If you want to keep your position and your head on your shoulders, you better shape up.
All right, all right. Maybe we can make a deal. If I get you into the council, you'll behave appropriately and you won't betray yourself, or especially me. And that will be the end of our business together.
And how about a few groschen to seal our fruitful relationship?
Are you trying to annoy me? You might have dug up some dirt on me, but I have connections. One word, and you won't live to see the dawn. I'll get you into the assembly, but that finishes things between us. Understand?
Oh. All right.
You can get into the council assembly relatively easily. My cook's son will be serving there. He's roughly around your age. Maybe he can be persuaded to let you stand in for him. Although, not everyone would want to give up an opportunity to serve the King of Hungary.
Who's this boy?
Franta's his name. Franta Cooldown. He's an idler and a boozer, but he's proved his worth as a waiter. Which reminds me, you'll need his letter of permission to serve in the council. Otherwise, you won't be let inside.
What will I need to work as a waiter there?
Fast feet and good manners. And the livery of a royal waiter.
Excuse me?
Or do you think you can serve the king in a torn shirt and muddy hose?
Well, no. But I never heard about any livery before.
Our usual waiter had a brand new livery made specially for meeting the king. Don't even show up there without it.
Where can I find the cook's boy?
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the market today from Master Tailor Schneider. You'll almost certainly run into him there. That is, if he's up and about after his boozing bout. I swear that fellow practically lives at that Tin Hen.
At the what?
That German alehouse, the Iron Eagle. That is zum Eisernen Adler.
Okay.
What would work on him? How can I persuade him to give me his job?
Would you like me to give you a letter for him? I told you how to get to the assembly. Now do your part.
I'll be going then. See you at the council.
Just make sure we both come out of it alive.
Everywhere in this area has been reputation lost the entire time. Like outside, we were like, hey, I need to meet with this guy. Reputation lost. We're probably not going to have to deal with this guy again, but man, is he mad. He's so mad that we got him in his swindling. We shut down his illegal silver minting business. Dude was selling stuff to the Italians. Bonded Plays, thanks very much for the raid. Welcome back, chat. I can't believe this guy. Okay, so we got to go get a new outfit. Get ready for the party. All right. Oh, yeah, there's the tailor over there. Obtain the King's Waiter's certificate. Obtain the King's Waiter's clothes. I had to assume it's at that tailor there. Probably not the saddler. Let's fast travel. Boop. Love that fast travel.
Greetings to you.
Careful.
Pretty.
Quality goods, the finest wear. Don't be calm and take a gander. We've got it all.
Hey, Metallica fan, 19 months as a member, man. Thanks for the support. All right, we're going to go to...
Christ, pardon me.
I nearly left my fingers on them for buttons. I'll tell you, you won't get work like that just anywhere.
No more than I'd expect after the amount they cost, but they're first class, I have to admit. Thanks, Schneider. I'll gladly recommend you if anyone asks.
Big and small,
Oh.
round and thin, come and buy.
These are the two we got to talk to.
What do you want?
You must be Franta Cooldown.
I am. And who might you be?
I'm Henry.
Guy's in a good mood.
I heard you're supposed to serve at the City Council Assembly.
I am. What's it to you?
Supposing I took the job on for you. You can put your feet up, fill your belly, and I'll do all the work for you.
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but it's well paid. Apart from that, it's a bit of a pain in the arse. Them councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling wine, while I run around like a bugger with pitchers so they don't run dry. Why would you want to stick your nose in there?
I want to see the king in the flesh.
Why's that?
I heard a lot about him. How he won lots of battles, how he's courageous, just...
And as bad-tempered as the devil. He's got the councillors shitting themselves, fearing what's coming at this assembly. The more I think about it, the happier I am about not having to be there. To begin with, you'll need confirmation that you've worked as a waiter at the council and you're capable of serving even His Majesty. Look here. Do you have any idea what's expected of you? Can you tell different wines apart and that?
Yeah.
Of course. Who do you take me for?
All right. No need to get upset. Show the confirmation to the head butler. Tell him I sent you and think up some good excuse. Clear?
That makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. I had a brand new one made. Here it is. I look like a prick in it. Hopefully it'll sit better on you. The main thing is, don't lose it before the assembly or get it covered in shit.
Thanks. I won't disgrace you, I promise.
You better not. See you soon, my friend.
Needles, thread,
Okay. Well, that went well. Henry E. Oh, report for... Oh, we're ready? I don't want to put the clothes on just yet. I think I just have to have them on me. We going in here? Lockpick very hard.
Ave Maria.
Haven't you got an ounce of shame?
Your game hasn't updated yet? Yeah, same here. We're waiting for it. I only wanted to like tab out once to update the title, but today is the update day, so I guess we're waiting. I think, you know, like when it updates on Steam, it's probably not going to update everywhere at the same time. So if you have the game on Epic or PlayStation or whatever, I would expect, even though it's update day, the updates will all be at different times. So a lot of people are going to be like, wait, how did yours update? How did you... It's like, I didn't do anything special. You just got to wait. Who is this guy? Major Domo? Domo Arigato? I think we're ready.
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for him at the council assembly.
Franta's not coming. What's wrong with him?
Sick, hurt, drunk. He's at church.
He's in church. He's been there on his knees for 2 days, from dawn to dusk. I suppose he committed some awful sin. Got a very fat penance.
Did he have to go and confess now, when he's supposed to report for duty? Well, what can I do? You'll have to stand in for him. We can't be without a waiter here, when the king himself will need waiting on. So, let's have a look at you. Have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure. Here it is.
Everything's in order. Now, about your livery. You know a good waiter by his properly seated cap? And you don't have one at all.
I do have one, I'm just not wearing it.
You're no royal waiter, just a common alehouse boy. And have you forgotten your hose? I can't let you into the chamber without them.
I have those,
You can
I'm
put
just
your
not wearing
steel
them.
aside in front of the council chamber, along with your other stuff. You won't be needing it anyway. You don't want to be dragging a load if you're running around tables. The royal waiter's livery has strict rules. So get changed quick and come back on time.
Okay. Oh boy. All right, let's change this outfit. Let's see. I think I had a hat too. Yep. And then, yep. I think we're good.
Here I am.
Let's have a look at you then. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. It's a good thing you've got no steel on you. You need to be light on your feet to run around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
I mean, all right, tell me.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice. I wouldn't want to foul things up.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way. In short, behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokai or red monastery wine.
White or red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarzhitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, He disrupts and makes trouble, so the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right. Sir Adam of Zarjit stays dry.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him. And the most important thing?
The update will be out today, but we're just still waiting. I think Steam will be the first place to update, but we'll play it as soon as it's updated. Infection-free zone. We put out a video on that one. You know, but when there's time, we'll play. Exclamation point schedule. Stay in the background.
To stay in the background and keep quiet until someone asks me something.
Correct. The councillors have a lot to discuss, and they certainly don't need any interruptions. And in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you. Understood?
What if I make a mess of something, though?
Then I'll see to it that you won't get a job even mopping the floor in the hole in the wall. But I'm sure that's not going to happen. So,
oh boy. Oh, now he's mad? Bro, why are you mad? I'm just trying to, like, you know, look, accidents happen. I'm just looking for the procedure for when things go wrong. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. This guy's a noob. His reputation with me has been mega lost. He now owes me reputation, plus interest.
I know everything I need to. I can do it.
excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
Boy, we're gonna see Sigismund after all this time?
There are the pictures of wine. Hopefully I won't splash anyone's shoes.
Is a joke, and on top of that, the army was requisitioning from it. Should the town reserve have worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
What are you getting at,
Boy,
Chris?
I'd like some white. I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used that thing. That Hackenbücher.
Who wanted the white wine?
Can you believe it? Where did they get them?
You're the one who should know where they got.
Why?
Since you're a
White.
gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison.
Thank you,
And Herr König surely knows this too.
What's up, homie? Hey, thanks for getting me into the party, bruh.
You smell a deal? What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize what Schwierigkeit this is. The Dry Devil is running free. There are Raumbricker everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing down, and you want to defend yourselves with a few rusty halberds.
Who is it you want to fight? Exactly.
I'd like some monastery wine. Refill my cup, boy.
Providing us with protection, isn't he?
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment. What if he heard you?
Monastery wine, here.
We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brews.
Well, right, Eldris. But where can we get the coin for better equipment?
We can always confiscate the property of the king's enemies, nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the jämmerlich state of our armory. And the king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes.
The king fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with
Hey,
arms crossed
where's my
for
wife?
the Hauptritter to wreak havoc all around?
No, that's red.
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation.
Hey,
We shall
where's my
wait
wife?
and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter.
I'm just not supposed to
Maybe
give the
he can change
counselor
his mind.
any wine.
Vielleicht.
Well, thank the Lord.
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
You mean baths or brothels?
I wonder if I can kill that guy.
So, the cleanliness of the city is
Another drop of wine. Don't make me cry.
Adam of Zarsitz.
Needs.
But we have another bathhouse here.
I apologize.
Offering
My friend Adam from the Baths and Braddock district told
White.
me about it.
Are you deaf?
Filthy.
Nonsense. He's just envious. Betty sees the opportunity, and people are lining up to bathe there.
Is that true?
I'd find it hard to believe.
That's the way.
No, really. It's clean, it's warm. Wine, something to eat. And don't get me started on the wenches.
So don't start.
More wine, Master Bailiff.
I have enough wine. Come
The need
closer.
for cleanliness.
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
The Black Death had nothing to do with the baths.
Certainly, sir.
The Lord wishes to...
I'll be right back.
Come back with it straight away, understood?
It's important, but we don't have money to spare. Arguing about who is going to wash where and how is a waste of time.
It's only a waste of time.
Wait, is it in here?
We're always arguing about the same thing.
Not at all. If you'd finally admit that it's a trifle, we wouldn't have to keep coming back to it.
A trifle? Do you ever walk the streets here? Sewage, rats, slop, rubbish. The least we can do for the citizens is
These
to provide
silver
them with a
monies,
place to
baby.
wash up.
What nonsense! Next, you'll want me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nas's earthly paradise, everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
So, did you find it?
I did, Master Bailiff. Here it is.
Not so loud. Show it here. That's it. And now go back to your job.
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way, at least until His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as we know,
Wake up,
Roslyn
pour me red
absolutely
wine.
hates him.
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage. Ulrich, what have you got to say about it?
Me? Well, I'm not sure what you're implying.
Horseshit!
Monastery
You
wine.
know full
Here.
well. Everybody knows. He wiped the floor with you.
Compose yourself, Adam, and stop drinking. The king might come any time now.
That's right. Let's not burden the anointed.
Yeah,
one
steal everything but the goblet.
Me? Compose myself.
I'd like some white.
Me? I beg your pardon. I demand that you...
Ruhe! Franz, please continue.
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident. You were there, weren't you?
Oh, that. Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out in
A misunderstanding? Like 8 people are dead.
deceiving me. Are you defending Rutard? Besides, if his men attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a
You there,
duty to
lad.
punish him.
A cup of
What
red.
happened there?
And don't you
Leave
skip
nothing
on
out.
I don't like Rutard, true, but
There's nothing
in
else
this
to
case,
steal.
Really was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead.
Monastery wine.
That's
Here.
grossly exaggerated. I don't think Rutard will cause any trouble.
Well,
he is sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king is here.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. If we tolerate this, the rabble in the city will go wild and do whatever they want. I suspect the gentleman from the city's sword fighting school brought this custom to us. It's now run by the German Menhar. Who knows who that fellow is?
Don't be ridiculous, Forsucker.
Don't hang
You
around
act like
me.
you've never been in a
Vanish,
fight
really.
yourself. And to
Oh, chill, bro.
accuse a swordsmaster without a shred of proof. We're not some
Pickpocket.
wives in the marketplace.
So you will just
I would,
leave it
but
be?
Proven offences are punished by the bailiff, and that's that.
Refill, sir.
Do you think I come to the council just to guzzle wine? Come here.
Pressing than the...
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but
Oh.
then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while,
All right. I'll get them.
I knew I could count.
I already found them.
While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings.
But why?
Because I'm bored, and because I told you. Get on with it.
If
You
I
okay?
threw out everyone who complains over a beer, I'd soon be out of.
Yeah, I wonder how mad they get if you serve the wrong wine.
We'll never get anywhere like this.
Okay, what?
By wasting our time.
Oh. Take that too. Oh, Jesus Christ! Holy! Hey, what? God damn! Woo! God damn! The guy told me to come in here. How do you know what conversation I had with that guy when I was told to get or not?
I should have known someone would plan to
God damn it.
at an assembly with the king at it.
Jesus!
But it never occurred to me.
Guy, quit trying to attack me, my guy. Jesus. Okay, that's it. I'm finding a weapon. Everyone here is dead. I'm getting a weapon. I'm gonna kill everybody in this place. I'm supposed to count wings on a mural?
Reserves are in urgent need of new weapons. Unversucht. Our current Waffen is at your
Hey, boy, full company army was
Thy word. Hail Mary. And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us. Hail Mary. Pray for us, O Holy Mother of God, that we may be made worthy of the promises of Christ.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be made worthy.
Beseech thee, O Lord,
are you
thy
getting
grace
at,
into our
Elvis?
hearts, that we...
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the dry devil.
Come now, waiter. I want it red.
That Hackenbücher.
Note to self, shut the door.
Where did they get them?
You're the one who should know where they got them, since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König
So your gloves.
knows this too.
What is it, elders? You smell a
Hey,
deal?
waiter.
What
Pour
I
me some
smell is
monastery
that your
wine.
stubborn heads do not realize what Schwierigkeiten this is. The dry devil is running free. There are Raubbringer everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing down, and you want to defend yourselves with a few rusty halberds.
And who is it you want to fight, exactly? The merciful King Sigismund is providing us with protection, isn't he?
Der König
What's up?
will not be here forever.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment. What if he heard you?
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Elvis. But where can we get the coin for better equipment?
We can always confiscate the property of the king's enemies, nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the yeomanly
Bum.
state of our armory. The king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes.
The king fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubreiter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation.
Okay, I gotta get a knife or something. Chat, where do I get a knife? I gotta kill everybody, including Sigismund.
I'd like to report to the Honourable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public bath.
You mean baths or brothel?
My cup is
Isn't it the same thing?
Pour me some wine. So, the cleanliness of the city is not what it should be. The current baths in the city fall far short of covering all the citizens' needs.
I apologize. Before you bring me that white. Are you colorblind?
My friend Adam from the
White.
baths in Paradek district told me about it.
I'm sorry.
It's filthy.
Nonsense. He's just envious. Bet he sees the opportunity and people are lining up to bathe there.
It won't let me pick up the wine.
I find it hard
Uh-oh.
to believe. A woman.
No, really.
I'll be right back.
Clean and warm,
With the wine.
wine, something to eat, and don't get me started on the wenches.
So don't start.
All right, I'll go over there and investigate. The need for cleanliness and citizens' health should not be underestimated.
Sir?
Nor overestimated. If someone needs to walk,
That's the
there's
way.
a river just a few steps from the city walls.
Certainly. And they can get leeches there for free as well. And while he's there, a man can shave and take a,
More wine, Master
So what?
Bailiff?
I
Going
have
to the
enough
baths is
wine.
neither
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Certainly, sir. I'll be right back.
Come back with it straight away, understood?
Sewage, rats,
I'm gonna.
rubbish.
I already have the silver cup on me, but I'm gonna pretend that we didn't steal it already. So it's like, oh sure, I'll go get that for you right away, sir. Let me just look around for more stuff.
In Jerome Nas's earthly paradise, everything would
Shouldn't there be like a letter opener or something in here?
Words in my mouth. Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
The hell? Oh, 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 hello. Hello. Oh. 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 I found a dagger. Oh, I can't save? You Mm-hmm. I knew there'd be like a letter opener or something near those papers, but I was just like, is it gonna be here? Everybody's awfully quiet in this big meeting. Oh yeah, sorry dude, I forgot about your silver cup. And don't give me any lip again, because I got a knife.
So, did you find it?
I did, Master Bailiff. Here it is.
Not so loud. Show it here. That's it. And now go back to your job.
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way, at least until His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as we know, Gunslin absolutely hates him.
Wait up!
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage. Ulrich, what have you got to say about it?
Me? Well, I'm not sure what you're...
Sir?
Bullshit! You know full well, everybody knows, he wiped the floor with you!
Compose yourself, Adam, and stop drinking. The king might come any time now.
That's right. Let's not burden the anointed monarch with such...
Me? Compose myself? Me? I beg your pardon. I demand that you...
Excuse me. Okay, sir, you need to calm down.
Continue.
I'm speaking about the Routard incident. You were there, weren't you?
Oh, that. Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
My ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending Routard? Besides, if his men attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
I don't like Routard, true, but in this case it really was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated. I don't think...
Yeah, I should have put some sleep potion in here.
Trouble. He is sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king is here.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
All right, now this guy's gonna bother me. Which one?
Waiter!
Oh, this guy.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of shootings. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal.
Don't hang around
if
me.
we tolerate
Vanish,
this,
you hear me?
the rabble in the city will go wild and do whatever they want. I suspect the gentleman from the city's sword fighting school brought this custom to us. It's now run by the German Menhard.
Refill, sir.
Do you think I come to the council just to guzzle wine?
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while...
All right. I'll get them.
I knew I could count on you. While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings.
But why?
Because I'm bored.
Does the mural mean the wall?
Get
I
on
think it's
with
just the wooden thing.
Whole town.
You can rest assured the whole town is already laughing at us all day long. So what if they have one more reason?
How many have wings?
My words exactly. The town council is squabbling
Okay, one.
at the Emperor Charles, and no one is left unscathed.
And you, a councillor,
Two.
let people throw dirt on our work?
If I threw
Two.
out everyone who complains over a beer, I'd soon be out of customers.
Ah, to hell with it. We'll never get anywhere like this.
I think it's just two. Is it just two? I'm gonna go with two. You can get mad.
I gave you a task. Have you forgotten?
Bruh, I was gone 2 seconds.
So, let's see what you've got for me.
I found your gloves, sir.
Really? Let's see them. And did you count those winged figures?
Oh my god. I didn't have any time for that.
I didn't have time, sir. I have other work.
Yeah.
too.
Your work is to fulfill the orders of the city council, and you're not doing it.
Just the eternal dispute over the cathedrals. The building of the church.
Find and bring him the gloves. Mission failed. Incorrect. The gloves were found and given to him. Mission was complete. That is a litigation. Doesn't say anything. Doesn't say anything about the wings.
And they are going to Mockerol mining city. Why can't we build
I'll have
faster?
a cup of white.
Hire more craftsmen. Start
There's like 14? Okay.
Because those so-called craftsmen are a band of parasites. You pay them, they come late,
Sorry?
or report sick, and if they do come, their work is
You,
shit,
lad.
and you have to pay someone else to put it right. It's a
no.
waste of time. I tell you, a waste of time.
Adam, don't interrupt the proceedings with your drunken ranting, even if you are. And as for you, haven't you noticed there's a war going on?
Well, I'm going to ask the guy right now, right here, to just do me some training.
I'd like to learn something. There's no time for it now. Come back later.
Wow.
The city behind your complaints.
Are you doing?
Hey, boy.
Do you?
A full cup of monastery
What would
wine.
that be?
Like, for
We're going to cut that guy off.
you'd like to have
Adam of what's his name. Adam needs to stop drinking.
Hold your horses, gentlemen. That space in the side nave is mine.
Sorry.
When hell freezes over, my friend, your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ha! I think not.
Mercy, councillors. We are not on the marketplace to argue like fishwives. The construction of the cathedral is proceeding slowly, and as your
Boy,
own said,
I'd like some
there
white.
is a war, and there is neither money nor craftsmen. But with our joint powers, we will finish the building to the glory of God and our city, even if it takes 100 years. What is next in the order of business?
Thank you, waiter.
Oh, here we go, boys.
I'm telling you, something is being planned. Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Do we actually get to see Sigismund? Oh, yep. Dude looks like a clown. Is Ronald McDonald walking to this bitch? Wow, where's your makeup, bro? Are you sure you want this, dude? This is white wine. Could I not interest you in a red? Don't look at him. Don't look at him. You're not supposed to look at him. Don't look. Don't look.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
We'll see about that in about 5 minutes. I got a knife.
Like this plan of fives!
Oh, we've seen this fortress before. Oh, that's where they're meeting. The Division, Radzig. Oh, and Hans. And that was Jan and our friend, our Jew friend. Oh, we're playing as Godwin now.
Come now, father. Put a little life into your dying.
I forgot our friend's name.
At
What was his
funerals.
name? John?
I'd rather
Adam?
be one
I don't remember that guy's name at all.
I hoped I'd never see this fortress again.
Honestly, I only did one mission for him. I forgot his name.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujitz parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject.
Aw, this is like an intermission. Well, at least I got the knife.
Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest.
I want me a
even
burger.
rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say? The Gutenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they keep it mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try.
By the way, chat, is the update out yet? We're still waiting. Today's the day. The barber update should be out today. And not only does that allow us to go to Kudenberg and Zelihoff to visit the barber, but apparently there's changes to NPCs in combat. We'll see what that means, but...
Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malashov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say?
Oh, we'll make some burgers
You can never
again
truly
soon, chat.
appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests, eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabosh.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
I'm going to check and see if the update is out yet. Give me one moment. No. I don't see anything on Steam yet. Oh, get to know the rabbi and his escort. Oh, what's his name? Probably is with the rabbi. What was his name again? I keep thinking it's like John or Adam. Oh, it's Samuel. That's his name. Samuel. I knew it was like a regular name. Well, there's John there. Okay. Let's chat with the rabbi. It'll be the start of a good joke.
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Gutenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Are you here on bit? Well, yeah, obviously everybody's here on business. What kind of a question is that?
Do you want to make use of the council to improve the status of Jews in the city?
Not at all. However, we would like to give the council something it is sorely lacking. The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived, after all.
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzik Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. But we did not get off to a very good start.
Or maybe you'll get to know each other better. He should be coming here later, by the way. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
Wait, a blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
And that was all for the best.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry and raised him as his own on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzik Copula, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that, there will be more suitable times.
Good health.
L'chaim.
L'chaim. Let's not get too drunk. Godwin will unlock his ultimate power. I'm really happy that we get to learn a little bit more about Godwin in this game. Like a lot more. I didn't think we'd be able to play as him once, let alone twice. Drink wine, pour wine. Bonjour.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin, a friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauclin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo.
Whoa.
The last of my line. I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also, à ma manière, a poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
Mais non. I'm not looking for friends, jeez.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off.
That feather is the outfit, yeah.
How did you end up imprisoned in Malashov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Gothenburg, and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs some explanation. What unfortunate turn of events?
Oh, misère. It is clear you have never been to war.
I mean, Godwin absolutely has been in war in Kosovo.
So, be so kind as to enlighten me.
So he says.
When they broke through the defense, I ended up in captivity. It was only due to my acquaintances in a court that I escaped execution.
Oh? I thought it was Henry who saved your neck.
My neck was not at risk in Maleshov. I may have still been a prisoner with my personal freedom restricted, but they never broke my spirit.
This dude's a warrior poet.
You say you're a poet? How about a verse or two to amuse us?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a fuss to you? Is a poet a gesture for amusement? I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood.
Booze.
And besides, few here would understand me.
Bro, you can say something in French. It's fine. Still nice. You can still say it. Jeez.
Where have you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course! I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire.
Wow.
And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life of the King of France.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope, personally?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX when I was sojourning in Rome. A pleasant fellow.
How come almost nobody here knows you?
Because France is a long way away.
Incognito. My great benefit is my strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly, but surely.
All right, time for the big meeting. Helmets not a cheer, gentlemen. Gather around.
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here, too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
No
By
way.
winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess. Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
Do you have the news? I'm not going to die.
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Well, that went well.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health.
And to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst, of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering.
Is that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
Damn, look at this dude's drip. Where's Rosa? We chatted with her at the start, and then we bought some knowledge off of her, and now she's back in Kutenberg.
As it happens, I've got nothing better to do anyway.
Excellent. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain shortcomings?
That's a weak word.
And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
Mm-hmm.
If Sigismund decides to mount an attack on the camp, it'd be a massacre.
Ah, but it won't. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves, but he won't engage an equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground for it. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst?
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
You've got an interesting way of approaching things.
You're certainly not the first to tell me that. I take it as a compliment.
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
I'll help you. What exactly should I do?
I'll give you 3 names. Botchek of Kunstadt, Hamann Alder, and Anna of Waldstein. If you can get those 3 on our side, we've won the day. Meanwhile, I'll take care of Jobst.
Tell me a bit more about those people, so I know who I'm dealing with.
Certainly. Who do you want to start with?
Botchek of Kunstadt. I know the name, but I can't quite place him.
That's just the thing. He's got massive estates, great influence, but he holds back. He doesn't play the big game, because he doesn't like to take risks. He always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his mind up, not even a pair of oxen will hold him back.
Alder the Alderman. Wasn't he a Kuttenberg councillor?
He still is. The only one who retained his position after the city was taken. Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Kutenberg. So his days in the council are numbered. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich burghers. And that's why we need him.
Anna of Waldstein. The widow of that rich mine owner. What was his name?
Wenzel Bartosz. And I'm not surprised you forgot.
I was quite surprised to see her here. Assemblies like this are more of a...
A male affair? So far, Godwin, so far. Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary young widow. But don't trust appearances. She's got claws, she knows how to do her sums, and she certainly has no love lost for Sigismund.
And what use can she be to us? Apart from her late husband's money, of course.
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade. And she knows a thing or two about diplomacy. There are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth thanks to her, and that it was thanks to her that he died, too.
What if it doesn't work?
I refuse to even consider that outcome. Because it would mean slow, but certain defeat for all of us.
Why me, of all people?
Because you've got a head on your shoulders. You know how to talk, and you're not just out for your own good. You and your friend Henry are similar in that respect. That's why I know I can count on you both. There aren't many like you two left.
I'll get on it then. Wish me luck.
I wish us both luck. Before the day is over, the die will be cast.
I'd rather discuss those alliances sober.
Oh boy. Alright, we gotta start negotiations. We'll start with you, ma'am.
God be with you, noble lady. There's something I'd like to ask of you.
God be with you. What would that be?
Your diplomatic support. And your money.
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Wine.
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, my lady. We need to gather enough resources to...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised. You're astute.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
Hit the nail on the head again, Mom. You're well informed.
I am rarely mistaken.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crowd.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine.
Hell yeah!
And beneficial deals.
We should hang out.
Who did you learn from? In my experience, women usually learn other skills.
I acquired the basics from my husband. God rest his soul. And the rest I learnt quickly, as soon as others started sniffing around his estate. So, to the point. What is it that Liechtenstein wants from me?
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more effectively with Sigismund.
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help? Why should I, of all people, take the risk?
It's not only your money we're interested in. You're well able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our plan...
Then I'd be helpful to you on two fronts. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason. Perhaps a favor in return.
Do you have something in particular in mind?
Well, one of the guests here has something that shouldn't get into the wrong hands.
Who's that?
Harman Alder. Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him, I would support your proposal.
What?
And the papers I'm supposed to plant on Alder?
Just insignificant documents. If the incriminating ones disappeared without a trace, it would arouse suspicion.
And these papers I'm supposed to switch, what do they concern?
My relatives somehow dug up some trade contracts between myself and certain undesirable parties.
You were dealing with the enemy.
They were not the enemy at the time. My conscience is clear, but I'll rest easier when those papers are in my hands.
I'm supposed to rob an ally.
Harman Alder was given the documents to deliver to the council. He hasn't yet had a chance to look at them, so he won't even notice the difference.
Have you fallen out with the town councillor?
No. Alder is innocent in the matter. My relatives from the House of Bartosz are behind it all. They're disappointed that I dared outlive my husband, and the fact that I'm handling his estates makes their hair stand on end.
All right, I'll help you. Or at least I'll give it a try.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on the outer courtyard. Bring them to me, and put these there instead. But watch yourself. Odorin's groom has eyes everywhere.
Roger that. Supposed to update at 9 a.m. PST. Anyone know if that's right? I didn't see a time when I looked at the info on Steam. Today is the day. The Barber update will be out, as well as it'll have update to combat. It'll have an update to NPCs, and also, of course, Henry will be able to go to a couple places to get a haircut and change a little bit. But TBD at the moment. And that's going to be, you know, all different times. So if it updates somewhere, it might not update everywhere. Okay, let's go do the horse thing then. I guess we'll go out here. We'll do this first. Dude, did you just pop in? That guy popped in, dude. Unplayable. Let's see. Yep, swap out the documents. All right. This is a cool fortress. We've been up here before. Town hates us. Every town hates us. Yeah, it doesn't matter too much. You go into town, say hello to one person, and suddenly the whole town changes. I suspect somebody coming through that door. Oh, we can't even see the papers. So the papers we have are like the real deal. Oh, here it is. I can't even read them. Probably because we can't open them. Oh, that guy's gone now. Hell yeah. Bacon, bread, wine. What's up, Bray? I'll leave the door open. Okay, ma'am, I committed theft like you asked.
I've got those papers from Alder for you.
Quiet! You don't have to announce it to everyone.
Lady, with all the clamor going on here, I can hardly hear my own thoughts. Here they are.
You're more capable than I expected. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. And now you're part of the bargain.
As agreed. I will support Liechtenstein's proposal with both words and money.
Thank you, noble lady. God will...
Yes, quite. But let's drink to our bargain, Godwin.
No, let's not get any more drunk.
I'd like to, but I'm afraid I've had more than my fill already. I wouldn't want to cause a scandal.
Wise. No matter, I shall drink a toast alone. But to your health.
Thank you, ma'am. Wait, am I supposed to talk to that guy? No. This guy.
I'd like to check your horses out and see if they're as good as you say.
Ha, even better. But you won't believe it until you see for yourself.
And you might not believe your eyes when you do see them. Well, well, we have a new guest.
I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without a by your leave. Or to arrest my guests some more?
So are you drunk?
I want to have a word with Older.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I apologize, Father.
For interrupting our conversation? Or just for being you?
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up then. What are you doing here?
We'll talk later and in private. Right now, we have more important things to attend to.
Don't try my patience.
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze. I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before they kicked him out. And then I find out he's settled in some backwater parish in Sassau. But he took his boozing and whoring along with him, lost everything, and then came creeping home again. Huh?
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced our whole family?
Damn, homie.
I wouldn't set foot here if I had a choice. Better to be a priest in some backwater than have a father like you.
How dare you?
You're as shit a father as I am a son. We've got nothing to blame each other for. And now let me speak to Older.
You're dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor. If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough.
Christopher.
Oh.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
We've never met, and we have no cause to be enemies. Take back your challenge, and we'll sort things out peacefully.
You've got no other option. You insulted Father's honor.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for violence. I can have a word in private with Lord Odorin, the second, as he desires, and then...
Out of the question. This uncouth lout needs a lesson, and he's got plenty to learn from Christopher. By God's grace, I have at least one son I can be proud of.
You want satisfaction? You'll get nothing but shame, as always.
Damn.
Suit yourself.
Drama.
We'll fight. Come to the outer courtyard, but quietly. We don't have to put on a show for the crowd.
After you.
Well, that's that. Now, where were we?
Shouldn't we rather...
No, Christopher would sort it out, you'll see.
Make room for us.
Oh, boy.
A very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back. Yeah. That was sneaky.
Yeah.
Hey, who taught you that?
Kosovo.
Not bad for a priest.
Otherwise, the
No,
first
you don't.
strike will put you on your arse.
Did they teach you that in the seminary? Not bad for a priest. Did they teach you that in the seminary?
Arm, not just your wrist. Cover your right side. You've got a gap there I can drive a cart through. You don't know which end of that thing is
No
on.
chance. That was sneaky.
Look at my eyes, not at my sword. Left
bad for a
arm
priest.
lower.
Ha! Fuck! Sacre! You're fast.
Damn it.
Whacker! That was sneaky. Did they teach you that in the seminary? Enough!
Dude's right side was wide open the whole damn time. Oh, this game's great. You'll love this game. I like this game.
My God. Where did you learn to wield a sword like that?
KCD
Father
1.
always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. But you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war. Right after they kicked me out of the archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Aye. Well, I apologize for going off like that. I had to, so that...
So Father would be satisfied. I know. Only he'll never be satisfied. The sooner you realize that, the better.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become something.
Not at all. I remember him the same since I was a nipper. When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
The first time he took me hunting, he let me starve for 3 days until I was able to shoot my first hare.
Only 3 days. He got soft.
I always wondered who you were. There was never much talk about you at home.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until they threw me out of my own parish. But now, I have a chance to put things to rights a little.
And that's why you want to talk to Alder.
Aye. The outcome of this war depends on it.
That sounds very important.
Does the game show a progress percentage thing anywhere?
Small players. After your encounter with Father,
I don't think so.
Easy to get to Alder. Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it, unless you want to anger Father even more.
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure. But you'll have to trust me and tell me what it's all about.
All right, then. You've heard Yob's plan, right? It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to back us up.
Only no one's going to pay for one, because that would be an outright admission of rebelling against Sigismund.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees, they'll follow.
I expect Alder's not the only one you're after.
You got that right.
Leave Alder to me. The plan sounds sensible, and he's no fool.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Pa doesn't need to know about it.
You're starting to sound like a brother.
Okay. It is fun to follow Henry's story. The main stuff, it's been a long time since we pushed main. Are you petting that chicken? Yeah, if you wanted 100% this game, I don't know the easiest way to track it. I even when there's not like quest markers available, you can still find quests and stuff. So it's hard to know if you've done everything. Wait, was that? The hell? Isn't it the same kid that we got the waiter job from? He looks like Elias. Elias. He looks a little younger than that, though. Oh, we gotta go downstairs? Or upstairs?
Let's have another round.
Oh, I still got my sword out. Don't need that. Here? That guy.
Sir Bocek, I need to speak with you for a moment.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and someone comes along to put a flea in his ear. Yobs comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all jostling to win me over for him.
On the contrary.
That was Bieber.
I've come here with an idea how to improve it.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men-at-arms? If not, you can go to the devil with it.
A few thousand men-at-arms as a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top. Only in order to get them, we need coin.
Gotta get that money.
Got my attention, but not my money yet.
Yeah, I changed out our mic cable. It fixed some things, but I'll be making some changes to some things again soon. We need... Well, how can we convince you, sir?
How can I persuade you?
I need guarantees of security. I don't want to end up like Rutard.
Yeah, this game's very fun. It's even bigger than the first game. The first game's pretty big, with a lot of places to go. This one has 2 massive maps, and the city of Kuttenberg, which is huge. It's crazy cool.
Of course. Once it comes to protecting property, ideals go out the window.
You can talk, since you haven't got a pot to piss in yourself.
Wow.
If you were in my position, you'd think differently. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family. I can't risk it all in a conflict with Sigismund.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you openly oppose Sigismund.
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece.
Yitka?
If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept. I don't want her to be unhappy.
Oh boy. Who's gonna be a good husband for this lady? Well, Capcom ain't great. Godwin ain't great. And Liechtenstein, I don't know anything about. Chat wants me to say Capcom. All right, let's go Capcom.
How about young Lord Capon?
He's a youngster still.
What's wrong with him? He's young, he's handsome, women are fighting over him.
Fighting?
Yitka will like him, and he'll give her a whole bunch of children.
And to half the wenches in his domain too, eh? On the other hand, the lords of light...
There was no good answers there. All the answers sucked.
Can always be relied on, despite his temper. Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
I'll convey your offer to Lord Capon. If he agrees, we can celebrate our lives.
I don't care what the young lord thinks. Hanush is the one to decide. If he agrees,
Oh,
I'll be
Hanush, yeah.
happy to support your plan.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom. Things have come to a pretty pass.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now stop dilly-dallying and go and tell Hanush.
There's a war going on. This dude's more concerned about getting his daughter a husband. Sure. Yeah, we're well over 100 hours into this game. We gotta go back upstairs. Oh yeah, Capcom's upstairs. Oh, this is gonna go over well. Wait, he's not upstairs? I didn't see him downstairs. Oh, Hanush is who we're... Oh, okay. I have to ask him. Where the hell? I guess he's standing down here. Yep, Steam sale starts today in about an hour. And this update should be out shortly, too. So today's a big day. We're just waiting for a lot of things to happen.
It looks more like a wet hen to me.
Squad. Sir Hanush, I bring happy tidings.
You do? Let's hear it then.
Oh boy.
Young Lord Capon is going to get married.
If he's got some impoverished noble's daughter pregnant, I'll have his hide. I'm not going to support some bastard.
You misunderstood my meaning. I was the one who arranged the betrothal. I mean, with your blessing.
You arranged a marriage for my ward? Just like that? With who?
With the niece of Sir Bushek, Lord of Kunstadt. Her name's Yidka.
Bushek of Kunstadt? The Bushek of Kunstadt?
Oh?
Godwin, you conniving old bastard!
Oh, fuck.
I don't believe it. So, young Hans is to marry Kunstadt's daughter?
Yes.
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the Rattay parish.
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself. But let's drink to it, shall we?
I must sadly decline, sir.
I'll take that personally.
Come on, man. You know I have a bit of a problem. I already had a little wine today. Come on. Just a little bit. Now I'm holding back. I'm being responsible. This game probably won't be on sale for the Steam sale, though.
You seem a bit out of sorts. Anything wrong?
Oh, these grand aristocratic assemblies are nothing for me. I'd be happier if they just told me in the morning how it all went and what my boys have to do next.
But then you'd miss all the grub and the booze. And the gossip.
Oh, and have you heard anything interesting here?
Let's hope young Lord Capon manages to stay free for a while longer. Ever since leaving Rattay, he's gone from one pile of trouble to another.
That's one thing you can always count on him for. I'll gladly wager with you he'll end up in some other shit by evening.
God forbid. Henry's not here now to pull him out of it.
In that case, it'll be up to you. I'm sure you wouldn't leave him to disgrace himself in front of Hanush.
It seems Liechtenstein's looking for allies. For his own ends.
And how's he gonna do it? Didn't you see them all fighting tooth and nail here just a while ago?
Well, different approaches work with different people.
The only approach that'll work with Sigismund is open resistance. Maybe
Les Resistants?
battle.
A lot of people think the wealthy burghers will stick with Sigismund, whether out of fear or convenience.
Well, that's to be expected. As long as Sigismund has the city council under his thumb, no one will rock the
Shotgun
boat.
wedding.
Well, at least there's a few individuals here, like Ruthard.
Sigismund confiscated his castle and half his estates. That'd be enough to make a man mad. Not to mention that his son was killed in the siege of the city.
Oh. Sorry, ma'am. Do whatever you... What do you got? Oh, broom?
Sir Bushek, your niece Yidka can start preparing for her wedding.
So Hanush agreed, without reservations.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end of the bargain without reservation.
Thank you.
Great. Capcom has to get married.
Enough formality. We'll have a drink. What do you say?
Thank you, but I'd rather not drink. The evening has just begun.
Okay, we did it. Everybody mad at us that we're not drinking and everything. Jeez.
I'm still hoping it works out and we walk out of here with a clear plan. But maybe you were right. It was probably not the best idea to gather all the lords under one roof.
At other times, I would celebrate hearing you admit a mistake, Margrave. But if I were you, I wouldn't lose faith just yet. Sometimes all you need to do is send the right man to whisper the right words into the right ears.
You mean you managed to convince someone? Someone influential?
Not at all. I managed nothing. But I have found someone who could pull a thorn out of our side and get some influential people to join our cause.
And who is this secret envoy of yours?
Moi.
I'm still hoping.
Oh,
it
he looked at
works
me.
out and we walk
He
out
looked
here
at
with a
me.
clear plan. But maybe you were right. It was probably not the best idea.
Gentlemen, I think we can raise our goblets to the successful conclusion of the negotiations.
Is this supposed to be your secret weapon?
Like I said, miracles happen where you least expect them. Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what news do you bring us?
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bojek of Kunstad will support our cause.
Both of them. Good heavens, what did you promise them?
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink. What? So if you'll excuse me, my lords?
The whole time we were supposed to not drink, Godwin. Thank you.
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans.
Capcom's going to hear about the wedding.
We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
Yes. And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
Nobody likes
the
you.
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the Balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours, will give you coin.
Hell yeah, brother.
The Gutenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslas, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
Commitment now. He's gonna faint.
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
Okay, the update should be out in about 5 minutes for this one, I think. We'll see. Oh, look, it's Sigismund. That's him right there on the right. The king, the bad guy in the first and the second game.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere. Point them to the Jewish quarter and give them free rein to do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wencesla's side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
Eric,
so you see, all you have to do is make sure the city rebel get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants. Chicken shits. Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
I met this guy.
And drunks!
The voice actor for
Give
this
them hell!
guy.
Lazy fools, the lot of them.
How dare you?
Some of you are even swelling right here in the city council meeting. This is unbelievable.
Remove this swill pot from the hall immediately.
I'm telling the truth. This whole council is a farce. The whole city knows it.
Lord of Sargitz, your insolence just cost you your place on the council and a month in the dungeon.
But...
Hopefully that'll be enough for him to sober up.
No, I shouldn't have gave
And
that guy
if
a
not,
drink.
Put him in the pillory for a while, bailiff.
I'll see to it as soon as the council is over, Your Majesty.
I shouldn't have gave that guy a
All I hear
drink.
from you over and
That's fine.
over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore place the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect.
Ooh.
He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges.
99999.
During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else.
Thank you, Devil Dog, for the 5 bomb for
council is
chat, dude.
dismissed.
Thank you. 5 gifted
You.
memberships. Thank you.
Don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Margaret, was I not perhaps too harsh on them?
Where are you going?
And speak
Mind your own business.
Oh, sorry about
We
that.
have had enough of false flattery.
Keep your distance.
All right, geez, chill.
Rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be
Dude's from Luxembourg? Luxembourg and
He
Liechtenstein.
knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks have it. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied going now than a few months ago.
Oh, the update's out?
It is a good year.
Well, I can't save and quit though. Uh-oh. All right, we'll have to do the patch after this section.
Our father were still alive. He would have been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas' reign brought to us. With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
Odorin?
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace at least among themselves. Jobst does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the...
Yeah, I didn't see anything in the patch notes about a hardcore mode.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Margaret. And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king. You did a good job, waiter. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, your majesty.
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting, Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Rabosch. Odorin won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Odorin, we can handle Ruthard easily. Rabosch will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine.
No, we shall have white. We have had enough of red.
White it is. Quickly! If Rabosch falls, others will follow.
von Berghoff's little contraption.
Does anyone know what the word regicide means?
We could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
To bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right.
Sukdal.
So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
To victory, sire.
To today's, and those of the future.
$56 gigabyte update? Oh boy. We are drunk AF. Damn it, Godwin, I told you not to get drunk. What are we supposed to do? Celebrate, okay.
About the girls?
Well, we won't be able to do much with the update at the moment since we're kind of like trapped in these buildings at the moment, so we'll update later. But the update is out. But even if we did update, I don't think we would have seen the new features here in this section we're in, which is cool. All right, I need to go celebrate.
You in need of something, my wild friend?
I'd like to drink a toast with you to our joint success. As they say, all's well that ends well. So, to brighter tomorrows. Touching. Come now. What's become of your poetic soul?
I never had one.
Truly? Not even a little?
Oh, maybe once. The older I get, the worse it is. Give me a few more years and I'll become a professional mourner.
See now. I'll gladly drink to that with you. Only there's nothing to drink. We've run dry.
Fuck. I've got a tongue like a slice of weak old bread after all that gabbing.
Well, get something wet for us then.
His lordship is so unsteady on his legs, he can't make it as far as the keg.
To hell with that keg slop. Your father surely has something better stored away. I had my eye on him all evening. He had pictures brought from somewhere for himself and his closest friends, and left the rest of us to drink cheap dregs. Try and find one of those pictures for us, eh? I'm sure you can manage that.
You can bet on it. I've got a nose for booze.
I don't doubt it. Get sniffing quick.
Oh man. Can't we just go to bed?
I am not sure.
Too long ago. Not that name.
Well, not in French.
Wait, I don't even know what I'm looking for. Okay.
stunned. Can barely stand. And to stand over that ditch. You just fall in. At least you can swim. I drowned. So you see?
Okay, there we go. That wasn't it? Oh.
I love my Alishka.
All right.
It's a contrary old goat. I only came here for the sooner he's gone.
I'm filled with grease. The roast was calling out to me.
How'd you like her wine, Chevalier?
The art of winemaking has a long tradition in La Belle France. Recipes are passed on from father to son, and each generation brings them to perfection. I myself was practically raised on wine. How many I have tasted? Even the French royal court took note of my refined taste. The king himself had wine delivered for his table according to my advice.
Yo, Don, thanks for the gift bomb, dude. Yeah, the update's out and the Steam sale. Has the Steam sale started? Let me check that too. I thought that started now too. Maybe it's at noon my time. No, okay, so probably in an hour. Top of the hour.
I expect his lordship had the best barrels rolled out. Now, if you'd only known he had a real connoisseur here.
Best barrels! Mon ami, this wine would perhaps be suited to the infirmary, where it would suffice for cleaning wounds and easing pain. For that, the taste is of little consequence. Give me 100 knights in full armor.
Reputation lost, bro? What the f... I was having a conversation about wine. It's like, do you like red wine or white wine? I like both wines. Reputation lost. Some of the dumbest stuff in this game for that. They rebalanced the weight. Hopefully more room for encumbrance, and pole arms are stronger. That's good. I don't like this drunk post-party thing. Can't we all just go home?
And with you?
Having a good time?
He's a fucking bore. These old farts here have no idea what fun is.
Well, what are you missing? There's wine, food, and a few females worth the same.
Give me a hell yeah.
I'd rather have a game of dice.
Ooh.
Or a good punch-up.
I don't want to play dice, but don't start fighting people, dude.
Don't you dare get into a fight with it. You know what a fuck-up that would be.
Aye, I forgot. Only the younger Lord of Rabos is allowed to give anyone here a pasting. And his own kin at that.
Leave it out. They forced my hand.
Well, they wouldn't have to force me. That young nitwit was asking for it anyways.
Good day.
I am far too old for some sentimental courtship.
You're amusing. But you know my answer. I appreciate your friendship. But I'd rather run my own affairs.
I understand. Let's at least drink to your success.
And let's drink to the future of Lady Yitka. May her marriage to Lord Capon bring her happiness.
They're young. They'll have plenty of time to cultivate that happiness.
Well, the groom isn't looking too happy at the moment.
No, he's not.
How come you're still here, sir? Weren't you supposed to travel with Sir Hanush? Raise an army, prepare a wedding feast and all that?
All hail Jobst. He sorted out things here nicely. He got my money for a start, and that's more than I wanted to give him. But you know how it goes. Give them a finger. I explained to the Margrave that I'm not going anywhere, and I sent my captain with him. He's still young and full of piss and vinegar. I'm too old and fond of my comfort.
Did you at least discuss with Hanush where the wedding will take place?
Nothing to discuss. It'll be at our castle Potsdam, of course. It's the pride of our family. We can fit in 3 times more people than here, and that still wouldn't be much.
Ah, but there are 2 castles in Rattay. I'd bet my right arm old Hanush will want to have the wedding there.
What? In Rattay? Well, I ought to look into that then.
Deal with him yourself, though. I won't be your gent's messenger anymore.
Getting a little belligerent there.
Have you ever thought about getting married again? It would make a lot of things easier for you.
Okay, what else? Well, now we just got to find wine. Schnapps. Okay, well, that's not wine. Yeah, I think specifically we need... Damn, that's a big chicken. I think they got the model wrong on that. I hope they patched that. That's wine, but that's not the wine we're looking for. A jug. We need a jug of wine. There's got to be a kitchen around here somewhere. Maybe down here? Gotta be down here. Pretzels. Ooh, copper plate.
The red'll be good, I hope.
Should we go with a red wine or a white? Let's go with a white.
Everybody likes a drop of white.
Wait, am I supposed to? Okay, I guess I'm just going up top of that.
Now there's a piece of horse flesh for you, Rudart. Not like that nag of yours.
What the hell do you feed it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of your fortress.
Whoa!
Ah, that's Peter of Pisac. Wouldn't come to the council, but he is coming happily to the celebration, you old fox.
No, that's probably Eric. Bro, you gotta verify. Oh, you
Come on
idiot.
in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
You idiot. You need to verify. That's not him! Oh, no.
Hey! Hey! Intruders! Enemies at the gates!
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. And we're all drunk. Oh, damn. Jävla fan. Oh, don't cut back to Henry. Okay.
Jesus! The surrounding Christians!
We'll take your ass in hand here! Hurry up, damn it! We're outnumbered! Are you gonna get to the top or not?
Yeah! You'll be sorry.
Take that fucker out!
God damn it. Hey. I didn't even realize Godwin had a brother. Well, I guess he doesn't anymore. There. I guess he couldn't win a one-on-one. I was just taking care of the other guys. We're too drunk for this. Get him, Christopher. What the f- Come on, man. This guy's a... What a little... Bro, Christopher cannot protect himself at all. God damn, this dude... All right, stand back, Christopher. Look, if you're gonna sword fight people, I can't babysit you the whole fight, dude. You can't be a liability. Damn. God. Babysitting simulator. This better be part of the patch. Okay, Christopher, who do you want to fight next? Where are you at? There you are. What? He finally killed somebody. Leave him alone. Come on, attack me. This mission should just be babysit NPC until cutscene. Christopher, don't attack people. You're going to be a liability again. Okay, thank God we protected him. Okay, good. Who the hell are we playing as?
Quick.
Oh. Wait, what? We're playing as Henry? Hold on, I got something to do real quick. Serve King Sigismund of Luxembourg.
Between the two of us, Marquardt.
Where are you you going?
Was I not perhaps too harsh on
Hold on real quick. Hold on.
And speak candidly.
I got something to do real quick. The king said his throat was a little dry. So I'm just going to help out
We
real
have
quick.
had enough of false flattery.
Step away from me. Stop me.
Oh, what? No Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. You know what I want. You're going to give it to me. I have a dagger and I'm next to the king. Something's going to happen. We're going to see what's going to happen. We're going to wrap this game up
Between the two of
into a nice little package.
us, Margaret. Was I not perhaps too harsh on them?
Mind your own business.
And speak candidly. We have had enough of false flattery.
Step away from the king now.
How am I supposed to do this?
They need to be shown their place.
What kind of a donkey have they sent me?
For the love of... Would you F off, sir? I hope they improve this. They improved Rosa's hair? Really? That's part of the patch too? Damn. They were busy. It's like they made an... After finishing their game, they made another game.
Was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly. We have had enough of false
Oh, there we go.
Let him go, right?
There we go. So, my bad. I didn't realize that I could phase through a solid oak chair. I didn't know that. The end. You killed King Sigismund, although you died at his guard's hand shortly after. Nope, don't think so. King Wenceslaus soon returned to the Bohemian throne. Jan Hus was never buried at the stake. Oh, nice. Oh, never burned at the stake. Oh, nice. Jan Hus was never burned at the stake. Cool. And the Hussite Wars never took place. Great. Look at the king's head in the ground. Hilarious. That is interesting. Wow. Jan Hus never burned. So we got that's not a Steam achievement or nothing? The end. That was ass. That was really bad. They need to patch that too. I hope that's patched where you should be able to crouch to his side, not behind him through a wooden chair. Anyway, let's go. So we already beat the game. So if anybody wants to know, now we've beaten the game.
God.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Excuse me. Reinforcements have arrived. Can't switch outfit in combat while I'm restarting. I want to be in a good outfit. Yep, we beat the game. Hope you guys enjoyed our playthrough of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. We beat the game. B Square, thanks for the 1,000 bits, dude. There we go. All right, let's play. I thought we would get to play as Henry again, so I didn't want to kill the king until I knew. But that's why we have saves. I'm gonna just bust through those guys. Oh, okay. This is fine. Oh, good. I got my Raven Claw. Raven Beak.
Once more and we can go home. Come on, man. Don't spare him.
Damn, Henry is so freaking powerful, dude. It's ridiculous. He's just able to come in as just 1 or 2 shot dudes. Woo!
That was a close shave.
There's a huge gap in the story. Like, he was just serving
Do my eyes deceive me?
King Sigismund, and now he's suddenly here.
How did you get... Damn. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you.
Yeah, I want to know what happened.
You turned up at just the right moment.
Is everyone all right?
Well, some are, some aren't.
That's true.
They captured Oder and Kunstad and Rutard. And they took Alder and Conrad of Vector away too.
They wanted to slay the rest like dogs.
What about my father? And Hanush?
They left with Jobst long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but not everyone was so lucky.
Mm-hmm.
What happened, Godwin? Who died?
Anna of Waldstein. She didn't stand a chance against those butchers.
Oh my God.
May she rest in peace.
She was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And they almost killed my brother.
But only almost. Good work.
Wait, can you save Anna? Is there a way to save Anna? Because the only thing that popped up was to save Christopher, and we did that.
What do you mean, almost? What happened?
I got there in time to help him, unfortunately. Christopher tried to defend our father, but nearly lost his life doing it. Nothing.
Old grievances aside, Odorin is an ally, the same as Rutard and Botchek.
Oh, they all have their quirks. Cousin Botchek's a money-grabbing magpie. And I wouldn't give up on the fucker either.
We'll have to wait for the other side's move anyway. We don't even know where von Berghout took them.
Where did they go? Back to Ratoi?
They've got to raise an army for us. And I hope they fucking hurry.
So we have a plan to counter Sigismund?
More of a promise than a plan.
But, as you can see, our allies are getting scarce. We should lay low until Jobst gets back.
I'll gladly play dead for a while.
Be so kind. And don't speak of the dead.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you, but von Bergov's people beat me here.
You knew he was coming.
Yeah, we got a lot of armor to loot.
I was standing a few steps from von Aulitz when he told Sigismund I was pouring them wine, and had to listen to how Sigismund was going to give him Raborsch. It was a horrible feeling, not being able to do anything about it.
And what could you possibly do?
Kill them. Both of them.
My fingers would itch too. Was there any knife lying around? Or at least a fork?
Do you know what that would cause?
The war would end.
But at what cost? After Sigismund's death, his army would be cut loose. They'd ransack the city and kill anyone in their way.
Do you like watching those foreigner dogs rampaging around and slaughtering innocents? Who else has to die before we do something about it?
Tell us about it. We were neck deep in corpses before you bothered to turn up.
Well, not you.
Fuck you, Jan. I'd trade places with you in a heartbeat. Trust me.
We've lost a lot of allies. We'll have trouble finding new ones. They'll be afraid to even peep against Sigismund.
What? Are you surprised? Look around. Sigismund showed everyone what's coming for all who resist him.
Is there anything we can do?
Definitely not right now. We'll treat the wounded, bury the dead, get the hell out of here. Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Jobst and his army.
If I survive the journey... Oh, God's teeth. That stupid nag nearly broke me in half.
And what am I supposed to do? Can I help somehow?
You've done enough, don't you think? And I'm sure Liechtenstein can't wait to find out what was discussed at the city council.
How long do you want to hide from Sigismund?
Until my broken bones mend. Or I kick the bucket. Hard to say.
They brought me to Suchdal half dead too. 2-3 days, you'll be as good as new.
The king announced one more thing at the council. He asked the councillors to ransack the Jewish quarter. That is, he ordered it, more like.
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there. They could reveal a lot.
The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall. At least he's safe here.
They're our allies. We have to help them.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be still breathing. I can just see them all jumping to their feet and rush to save their poor Jews.
Maybe Samuel will figure something out. He wanted to talk to you anyway.
He's here too?
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and see them as soon as possible. And tell Liechtenstein too.
Anyway, we've got work to do. Godwin?
Give me a moment. I'll go and see Christopher first. Guard the walls until morning. If anyone shows up, I want to know about it. I'll be with you. At least it was over quick.
Alright, so there's probably like $40 million worth of loot here. I don't think we need any more. We got enough money. I'm tempted, but, you know. I can at least steal the money. Hardcore mode? Oh, I don't know. I'd have to restart to do that, wouldn't I? Ooh, King's Dice. Also, the update should be out. Some people were saying it's about 50 gigs, and I think what I'll do is I'll do it after. Oh my god, this is that kid that died. Oh damn. Nobody cares about this is somebody's young son. Wasn't he here with like his father or something? I was talking to this kid moments ago. I'm just gonna try to just take the money and like dice. I was not expecting an attack like that. That was good. About 200 groschen sitting around. How many times would I say I've died? I'm not sure, but sometimes I die in this game just to see what will happen, like when we were goofing around with killing the king earlier. It is kind of fun to experiment in this game and see, like, how the NPCs will respond to certain things. Like, early in our previous stream, I was like in a stealth mission where I killed a couple of guys and hid their bodies around a corner. And then somehow this guard was able to, like, see that these bodies were around the corner, so he walked down this dark corridor and then went around the corner and was like, oh my god, there's bodies here. Like, he was able to see them.
Maybe he survived. Maybe he'll come back.
I don't know.
Yes. Doing our work. What if the old lord doesn't come back? Then we'll have a young.
Oh, there's Anna.
He's not a little boy anymore. Soon he'll get married and have a bunch of children.
We can only hope.
Mutt, quit running around on the bodies, dude.
When Jobst finds out about this,
Oh, the most deaths when I was fighting the Cumans. That is true. There was that one part with the Cumans where I was trying to not do stealth and just go full combat. That's true. And that was just simply like being outnumbered. Like it was 8 versus 2 or something.
What about your horse? I don't know. I saw him bolting out the gate. Someone set his mane and tail on fire.
Maybe he survived. Maybe he'll come back.
Or maybe the crows are feasting on him already. Then we'll spare the animals.
Okay, that's probably enough. You love this game, favorite of all time. It's very good. It's nice to see, you know, other countries making really good games. Not just like Western Europe and the United States and Canada, but also now we're starting to see Czech games and Polish games more than ever pop off. I mean, we've had a few. You know, The Witcher was great from Poland, and other games, but that's nice. Let's see what other people can do, what other stories they can come up with. They just need money, time, and education to do so, and they're getting those things now.
The tower is still
It's good to see.
And you want to run away.
Shout it even louder. I don't think they heard you in the courtyard.
I'm not saying it was something.
Guys, I'm a little hungry. Take a little snack. I was working all day serving Sigismund. Okay, I guess we gotta go upstairs. I hear whining.
The others should
But I still insist that it was necessary.
What have we gained? We could easily have ended up lying dead outside.
Have to talk to
But
Samuel.
we did not.
You wanted to talk to me?
I did. Because
Just tell him. You may not get another chance.
I talked to Godwin.
Mm-hmm.
He said you know each other?
Mm-hmm.
What did you talk about? Me?
We talked about your stepfather, Martin.
Why? Neither of you knew him.
It's true, I did not. But I tried many times. Remember how I stared at your sword when we first met? I recognized the Master's symbol engraved there.
Oh, really?
The thing is, I am Martin's son.
What?
Pa's son?
What?
How did...
Yes, his son. That is, his bastard son.
Oh my god. Alright, so Martin was our father at the beginning of Kingdom Come Deliverance 1, who we thought was our dad. Then we find out it's actually Sir Radzig. Then we find out Martin never had a child. Now it's actually Samuel? What the hell?
Why are you even telling me this?
I thought you would want to know.
Martin was raising you instead of being with Mother. And me.
Reputation loss for what? For what? I didn't know any of this information. It's like, what? Why you should? It's a reputation loss that you didn't. That is like someone from Madagascar being mad at me that it's a little hot in Madagascar at the moment. It's like reputation loss, dude. I can't control the weather or other people's actions in a game I didn't make. What the hell are you talking about, game? What the hell is this?
I know what it's like. My real father rejected me too. I learned the truth only after Pa's death.
You know, all my life, I thought if I did not give a shit about that man, it would be easier. But now that I know I will never see him, it troubles me that I did not get to know him.
Oh yeah, he died and I failed to protect him in Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. Reputation lost. In a cutscene that is hard-coded to the game that I can't change.
I can tell you about him if you want. But now is not the right time. This is not the end.
Oh, gained.
We have to go to Kuttenberg, now. Sigismund ordered confiscation of the property of people in the Jewish quarter.
The king has approved Xere.
He's no king to me. He's a fucking whoreson.
:rap red :rap red :rap red.
Reputation lost. Thank you, Queen.
What's a Xere?
That is hard to explain.
Mm-hmm.
Nonsense. It is as clear as day. Christians set out to kill our people. Innocent and often defenseless. Ransack their houses and divide the loot. And all that with the king's blessing.
This is what we were afraid of. But we did not expect Sigismund to be in such a hurry. We need to get back into the city and get the people out, quick, before it begins. Will you come with us, Henry? Every man counts.
I have to tell Liechtenstein, but then we'll set off right away.
Go and tell him, but hurry.
Oh boy.
Hamish, why did we even come here?
Oh boy. Mutt, relax. Oh, there's probably a lot more loot and stuff here. Oh my god. What are you doing, French guy? Just drinking wine in the basement? Oh. I can ask these questions later. I would lockpick that, but he's probably going to get mad.
He's not a little boy anymore.
I think we're good.
Good to see you both. Alive.
Oh, come on. You know, I've walked out of much worse scrapes laughing.
They could well have killed us all. If it hadn't been for you, Henry, von Berghoff could have caused a lot more harm.
Von Aulitz surprised even Sigismund with that. You should have seen the look on the king's face when he told him.
Well, thank God we all survived.
Well, not all of us. They killed Lady Anna of Volstein and many other nobles. It was slaughter.
And they captured our closest and most influential allies. Without them, we can hardly get the burghers on our side. We're stuck.
We'll figure out a way to help them.
But how? Our plans are ruined.
Get a grip. Whining doesn't help anyone.
You're right.
When I drink too much wine, I get overwhelmed with self-pity. Nevertheless, I have to admit it can't get much worse.
Actually, it might. And very soon. At Sigismund's council, an order was given to ransack the Jewish quarter.
God's wounds! We need to get back to the city and warn them. I'm going with you. Out of the question. Do you want to end up imprisoned again? You'll be
He will
more useful
anyway.
if you stay here and help Shishka. Henry, tell Samuel and the rabbi to get ready to travel. I'll try to get someone else to join.
Samuel already knows. And he's ready to go.
In that case...
Capcom always ends up imprisoned. He was about to be hanged for poaching.
So don't leave me hanging, all right?
He was imprisoned and I had to rescue him. Now he's going to get married. He's always been imprisoned.
Thank God you're all right. On the way here, I saw Sigismund horsemen and feared the worst.
Kubienka, what brings you here?
Well, I heard you were having some kind of a feast here, so I came to grab a bit of meat. And I see, instead of that, you have a massacre here.
Well, the real massacre is yet to come if we don't do something fast. We have to get to Kuttenberg. Can we borrow the wagon you arrived on?
But of course. I borrowed it too, if you know what I mean, but,
Could you stop blabbering already? We don't have the time.
Easy, Ingele. And you, sir, if you can, come with us and help us.
All right. But could you please tell me what the fuck is going on?
I'll explain to you on the way. Time is running out.
Are you too, Sir John?
Of course.
Did anyone figure out where to get a haircut? It's not showing up on the map of Kuttenberg. Oh, that's a good question. Maybe the bathhouses? Try going to the bathhouses.
Let's go then.
Borekata Adonai Eloheinu, melech haolam.
Oh boy, beginning of Skyrim. Well, we're gonna let the old man drive? How come? Oh, you're drunk. I could have done it.
Peresh, can we go any faster?
Settle down, son.
Where's the light coming from?
If you must keep your tongue busy, then use it to pray.
Would you tell me what the fuck is going on already?
Sigismund ordered an attack on the Jewish quarter. We need to get everyone out of there fast.
Bloody hell. I just got ailed up so nicely today.
Oh, that is just great. My mother's life is in the hands of a drunkard.
Don't you worry. These are some sturdy hands. I promise we will save you, Ma. No one will touch a single hair on her beautiful hand.
What the hell are you babbling about?
What? Oh, I'm imagining she's pretty. It makes me more willing to put my neck on the line for her.
Stop with the nonsense already. All of you, I beg you.
Jesus. I was just trying to lighten the mood. We might all kick the bucket in a short while.
Damn it, Kubienka, shut the hell up. Seriously.
I didn't say all that much. Anyway, can't you make the horses go a little faster, Grandpa? If this carries on, somebody's going to start sobbing.
Samuel, what was the story with your mother and Martin?
Do you really want to talk about this right now?
Well, it may be the last chance we get. We could both be dead in a while.
All right. But like I said, I never actually knew Martin. He once came to Kuttenberg and fell in love with my mother. But she is the daughter of a rabbi. Obviously, she could not marry a goy.
And tonight, you will see why.
If you want, Mame will surely tell you more. If we can get there in time. What was he like? I mean, Martin.
He was a good man.
Seriously. Weren't those fucking horses?
All right. Schnell. Schnell.
I was asking questions. Oh boy. Damn, that was a long way to go. Well, Kudenberg's gonna be on fire by now.
What's the matter? Why are we stopping?
We will walk from here. We cannot drive right into those murderous arms.
Mm-hmm.
But how do we get into the town then?
We will go through Sherwell.
There are many abandoned mine shafts under the town. One of them ends here.
Won't it collapse on our heads?
We'll find out soon enough.
Follow me.
What a blessing it is to have found the passageway.
Hold up, boys. What the fuck? I'm coming.
What did you just say?
Nothing, I'm just blabbering.
I dare you to say that again. Loud and clear.
You know what, sir? Just ignore me and be glad I'm here. And you up front, pick it up, little kurva. My arse is getting numb.
Kublyanka needs to chill out, man. So the update now is out for the game with the barber and a mini fix to the NPCs and stuff.
Do you hear anyone?
And the Steam sale should be starting in a couple minutes.
It is all over.
I must have just imagined it. Let's keep moving.
So that's cute. Uh-oh.
We have to go this way. Hopefully we'll find it quickly. I left a stack of my papers in the tavern. And if they fall into Sigismund's hands, people in other towns will die too. Hopefully everything will be all right at the tavern. My stash is locked away, and Samuel's friends are guarding the place. But who knows what the situation is like in the streets now.
Are you afraid?
Me? Do you have any idea how many times I've had to run from a burning town or deal with a hired assassin?
More than once, I reckon.
A lot more, I can tell you. But I admit, I was afraid every single time. Damn it.
What's the matter?
The door leading up to the tavern is open. Samuel's men wouldn't have left it like this. Somebody else must have got in.
I think there's someone walking up there.
Go and check it out. If they took anything down here, they mustn't get out alive. I'll gather up my things in the meantime. I'll meet you outside the tavern.
Uh-oh. Hope you don't mind if I steal from you. That's fine, we'll do that later. Oh boy. Gutenberg's in trouble. Sigismund is mad. Alright, cool. We have to defend the city and its people. Speaking of defense, we got a new video coming out on the channel right now, everybody. So we're going to go live to yet another premiere on the channel of a brand new video. So check it out. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. We'll be back with more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Today, the update is out for the barber stuff, and tomorrow, I guess, we'll take our first look at it. Although we're kind of locked into this mission at the moment. Like, I can't just leave. So we'll update the game, and we'll check out some of the new combat and things like that, and then really check it out with some side stuff ASAP. So click or tap the link that popped up in the chat. You guys will be live redirected to the new video. You're going to want to check it out too, by the way. It's a game that you guys really liked and wanted to see more of, and the devs just updated it. So check out the new game right there. Okay, I'll see you all in a bit, and the Steam sale has begun. Oh yes, so enjoy. We'll talk about other games that I should get a little bit later today. Thanks for watching, guys.